Do you also always wonder what's taking up so much space in your C drive, even after you thought you deleted everything you had to? Well, Windows is hiding something from you, not just a few temporary files, but gigabytes of space taken up by files you've never seen. There's a setting buried in Windows that reveals these hidden files. Turn it on, and suddenly your C drive looks a bit more chaotic. Files appear that weren't there before. These files have been there the whole time. Windows just didn't want you to know about them. Try to touch these files, and Windows fights back, and there's a good reason for it. To see these files, open File Explorer and go to the 3 dots tab. Click Options, then View. First, Hidden Files and Folders. Select Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives. This reveals files that programs have marked as hidden, things like caches, temporary files, and application data. But that's not enough. There's a second layer of protection. Scroll down and find Hide Protected Operating System Files. This is checked by default. Uncheck it. Windows immediately shows a warning. Click Yes. Apply the changes. Now everything becomes visible. Navigate to the C drive, and suddenly there are things you never saw before. The first thing that appears is a file called pagefile.sys. For me, it's 19 gigabytes, but it varies. Pagefile.sys is Windows virtual memory. When RAM fills up, Windows moves data to this file on the hard drive. Every Windows computer has this file, and it's always massive, usually several gigabytes. If I'd try to open the file, it wouldn't let me because it is actively being used by Windows. Next to pagefile.sys is another huge file, hyberfill.sys. This one is 6 gigabytes. This is the hibernation file. When a computer enters hibernation, Windows saves the entire RAM contents to this file so it can restore the session later. But here's something interesting. Hibernation can be disabled, which deletes hyberfill.sys automatically. Open Command Prompt as administrator and type this command. Hit Enter, then refresh the C drive. The 6 gigabyte file just disappeared. Turn hibernation back on with this command. The file will reappear instantly. Windows recreates it in seconds. Next, there's a folder called recycle.bin. This is where deleted files actually go when you delete them. The recycle bin icon on the desktop is just a shortcut. This folder is the real thing. Open it. Inside are folders with random names, long strings of numbers. Each one corresponds to a user account on the computer. Deleted files are stored in these subfolders. Here's the thing. Files can be permanently deleted from here, bypassing the recycle bin entirely. Right-click a file and select Delete. Now it's actually gone, not in the recycle bin, but completely erased from the system. As you explore other folders, Desktop INI may start appearing everywhere. Documents folder, pictures, music, videos, all have Desktop INI files. If you open one in Notepad, you'll see that it's just configuration text. Settings for how the folder should display, custom icons, view modes, folder backgrounds, it's all stored here. Every folder needs its configuration file. Now you might already know this, but this entire app data folder is hidden. This is where most of your missing storage space actually goes. Open it. Inside are 3 folders: local, local low, and roaming. Chrome stores its cache here. Discord saves messages here. Steam keeps game data here. Every application uses app data to store settings, temporary files, and user data. This is where the mystery storage goes. Programs fill app data with caches and temporary files, and most users never see this folder to clean it out. So, your C drive isn't actually full of games or programs you don't use. A huge chunk of that space is taken up by hidden system files and application caches you've never seen. Your computer is constantly creating, using, and managing files you never see. And if your C drive is full and you can't figure out why, now you know where to look.